Anymore and I may cry. So, hey, what's happening, guys and gals? Welcome back to Nightcast, the audio podcast here on the Nightwing 01 channel. And that was in memory of an old friend of mine named Total Biscuit. You may know who he is, the Cynical Brit. I knew John for a long time before his YouTube career. He did something called WoW Radio. Never got to be a guest to that, but he did bring me into the TGS podcast, and we collaborated on a couple videos. He had a love for Shining Force and Streets of Rage, and if it wasn't for him, I never would have been a YouTube partner. So even though I'm American, you know, it was a very proud moment for me to be able to hoist the Union Jack for John and his family. And my wife and I want Gina to know that we're praying for her and her children during this time. And it's a difficult time for everybody involved. But I'm choosing to remember a lot of the good memories I have of John rather than some of the unpleasant ones over the years, because YouTube friendships, unfortunately, they don't last very long. And, you know, some things happen, but I still respect the man for so many things. And even though he was younger than me by almost 2 years, I mean, the guy seemed like he was towering over me like a giant. He was a really fun guy, and he just had so much love for gaming and stuff like that. But YouTube is trying to censor me again. They probably weren't expecting me to blast the copyright notice that I got last night that I put on Twitter. I was just like, you know what, YouTube? Screw you. I don't care. And I've noticed that it's actually gone from all my channels. I don't know what the thing was, or I felt pretty happy about posting that all over the internet and stuff like that. Also, we're going to change the smoke here and actually use a picture that I made showing you guys the Batman news for today, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty happy with a lot of the Batman news, but I'm also going to drop some truth bombs and E3 predictions. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I think that the only DC game that we're going to see at E3 is going to be something Lego Batman related. I don't believe that Superman or Batman is going to be announced or shown or be playable at E3 at all. I believe a lot of those rumors are bumpkiss, just talking with my WBIE reps in general, because I will let you guys know a fact. When there is a new Batman game, I am flown down to E3 and WB pays for the whole spread. My plane ticket, my pretty much everything, like the hotel room, like food, transportation, the whole 9 yards. And they haven't contacted me to, well, they contacted me to come look at a Lego game, but they're not doing the whole spread. So that's how I know that there's no Batman game, because every time that I've gone, they've invited me personally because I'm the Batman guy. They want me to, you know, see what everything is. And Arkham Videos is usually there, and all those other people. But no, I don't see a Batman or Superman game this year. Maybe an announcement, but I think they're gonna have some type of mature rated like Warner Brothers game, probably Lord of the Rings or something zombies. You know, something out of left field that people aren't going to be expecting. But yeah, I don't see Superman as a possibility, because Justice League was, as much as I don't want to say this, it was kind of a bomb. And Warner Brothers doesn't usually, they don't usually ride with other superheroes other than Batman when things aren't going well for them. They are marketing geniuses in that respect. But they really hold a lot of things close to the vest. So yeah, I just kind of want to get it out there right now. I'm not being flown to E3. I'm not getting the royal treatment, so to speak. So I'm not seeing it as a possibility, because for every Batman game, including some of the weird ones, I've been there. So I'm just letting everybody know, I don't think it's happening. But enough of that. We're going to change up the background and then talk about what you guys came for the Nightcast stuff. So just 1 second while I do some stuff here. There goes the Union Jack. And here goes my other stuff. So this is pretty much last minute, just so people know. I wanted to do an actual video review or whatever, you know, like my regular podcast thing, but I didn't get around to doing it. Yeah, That's it right there. Nightcast Live. There we go. This shouldn't crash my computer or anything like that. There we go. So, if you guys are new to Nightcast, it is an audio podcast where we talk about all things Batman and whatever else I feel like, to be honest. It's kind of in the vein of the old TGS podcast and also my previous podcast called Game Nights. So, let's talk about the YouTube Content ID policy. What? What is YouTube doing? I don't get it. So last night, really late, I was uploading as normal and got a little notice in my email that says, important update to understand what you can use third-party content in your videos. Now, I've actually got some people blasting me on Reddit and some other things for photoshopping, and you guys know that I have terrible photoshopping skills. This is just too perfect for it to be fake. I mean, this is just ludicrous. And I did some digging. It turns out that YouTube actually isn't owned by just Google anymore. In fact, Google doesn't even own itself. About 2 years ago, there was a deal for them to merge with another company that's like ABC, but not ABC. It's an alphabet name, but it's really weird. And apparently this company is basically digging YouTube's grave. They are being very lenient with vloggers, like what Logan Paul did and PewDiePie and all this other stuff, but they hate gaming. They hate the copyright involved with films and games and music. So pretty much this is really going to hurt the platform. Now, right away, this is only going to affect uploads for new videos. But if you read the thing that's on my Twitter, you'll notice that there's a little paragraph that talks about how they are going to be going after videos that are already up there. But first, they're going to be implementing this system. Now, the other day, I actually got a ton of weird copyright claims on Kwing's Let's Plays and also my now defunct Mature Gaming channel. And this is the interesting, people. I could not contest those copyright claims. But lo and behold, I went to my Let's Play channel today. All the copyright claims are gone. Everything's green again. But it's just very interesting to see what YouTube is doing behind the scenes. I don't believe this is a glitch. I believe that this is the next phase of getting YouTubers, mainly gamers, off the platform. Because if you read the important update, it says that there's like a little sentence or something that talks about how they're not going to be issuing copyright strikes, but they are encouraging people to get, what's the word? Whitelisted with a lot of companies, and these are going to be manual claims. So that means that you would actually have to pester the companies that you work with. Now, it's no secret that I actually have hundreds of developers that I work with. I'm working on a bunch of games from Square Enix that are coming out that I'm under NDA, so I can't talk about. There's stuff from the people who are doing Code of Princess and all kinds of stuff. Games that are coming out like June 19th and in July and all this other fun stuff, which I won't be talking about in, my now playing section because I could get sued or lose my contacts. But I will tell you this, even though I'm whitelisted with Nintendo and about 15 other developers, I am not whitelisted with every single game company I look at. So if this content ID policy makes it out there, maybe if we make enough noise, we can kill it in its tracks, but I doubt it. YouTube doesn't care. Somebody even raided a YouTube office to, do some pretty bad things in California, and that didn't even derail them. In fact, it probably encouraged them to push this even more, because last time I talked to that one person that told me about the YouTube purge, who's a kind of a former associate with YouTube. He was my YouTube channel manager, not Travis. This is somebody who worked with our MCN back in the day. He was a really nice guy. He's over in the UK. He no longer works for YouTube because he can't stand a lot of the policies that are happening, and he actually liked working with creators, mainly myself and my wife. He was pretty responsible for helping our Disney Infinity series trend for almost 3 years. So I really appreciate that person. He helped our business grow exponentially. He didn't really like my Batman stuff, but I'll let that slide. He was a good guy. And I can understand why he would leave YouTube. Personally, I would never work for YouTube as one of their corporate monkeys because I think this is just utter crap. And I'm terrified of what the future is going to be. I mean, I just opened a Patreon, but that's not going to cover my bills. So I see a lot of YouTubers going salary. I see a lot of problems happening soon. And if you want to share this discussion, do whatever. I mean, I'm going to be running ads because this is my podcast, so, you know, I got to do what I can to make ends meet. So apologies in advance and all that fun stuff, but yeah, actually, you know what? They disabled my ability to run ads. Screw you, YouTube. Thanks so much for that. Heart, hugs and kisses. Okay, so I can't run ads on this. Fantastic. Anyway, that's the YouTube Content ID policy rolling out June 15th, right around the time of The Incredibles. So, basically, what's the word am I looking for? Batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to get really bumpy. So, as far as we know, that is the only evidence that that Content ID claim works. All my other channels had that message pulled, and the email that was sent to me from YouTube is actually removed because Google, I don't know if you guys know this, it's kind of freaky, Google has the ability to erase emails that they send to you through their Gmail function, which is all kinds of conspiracy crazy stuff, but, you know, I just don't know what's going on. I don't even know what platform I'm going to go to. I'm terrified of going to Twitch because I don't want people to, what's the word, swat me, because I actually live right next to a massive police station where they have a SWAT team, and I'd have a heart attack if they come busting through my sliding door and all this other stuff. It'd be terrifying. But anyway, that's the Content ID policy. Time to talk about Batman. DC TV news. How do I feel about Gotham being renewed for a final season based on the, not Jokes and Riddles, but the 0 hour, or 0 year, Scott Snyder run for Batman, where Batman was around the same age as Batman Year One, about 25 years old. And it was a lawless kind of no man's land scenario, which we saw at the end of Gotham Season 4. I really, and I was talking to a couple of my friends on Twitter about this. Some of you guys know the actor who plays Nightwing in that miniseries. He and I exchanged some discussion, like off Twitter, or rather through DMs. And for a while, he thought the same as I did about Gotham. Like, it's just kind of like, if you view it as a cop show and not as a Batman show, it's really good. But when you get to the Batman aspect of it, it's just all jumbled mess, and it's like, I can't do this, you know? So I really liked parts of Season 4. I thought the Joker stuff was phenomenal. They're going with, like, kind of the 3 Joker route, except with 2, you know, Jeremiah and Jerome. And apparently they actually can't call him the Joker. I don't know if they're going to end up calling him the Clown Prince next season, or the Man Who Laughs, or whatever. We don't know, but DC will not allow them to call the character the Joker because the Joker is getting a cinematic movie. It's the whole Bat embargo crap again. It's like, come on. It's just ridiculous. Out of all the superheroes, Batman is the hardest one to make TV shows for because of the stupid WB policy of the Bat embargo. That's not a DC policy. The Bat embargo is Warner Brothers. But yeah, so they're adapting 0 year. Gonna do a lot of funny things. It's gonna drive me nuts that I can't run ads at all. Like, this is gonna be an hour podcast and I can't run a single ad. Screw you, YouTube. Seriously. Screw you. Ugh. Sucks. Where was I? Oh yeah, so 0 year was the Joker, wasn't really around yet, but the Riddler, he took over the city, you know, shut off all the power, and Batman had to do this stuff to take down the Riddler, and I'm pretty sure Riddler survives at the end of Season 4. Not sure about that one lady, because she got stabbed. It's kind of like, what? Yeah, I know, spoilers, sorry. I can't talk without spoilers, especially when I'm super distracted about not running ads! Ah! That's my livelihood, YouTube! Seriously! Ah! Oh, kill my dedication to my friend, and then, oh, jeez. I'm having a rough one. I'm having a rough day. Maybe not as hard as some of you guys. But yeah, Gotham renewed, 0 year. The only way I think this can work is you have to do a time skip. You have to. There's no other way that this can work. Without a time skip, it's just not possible. You know? I just don't... The Batman expert in me is just like, no, you can't introduce teen Batman. It'd be like, the kid's like Robin. I mean, he's cool. He's getting the martial arts stuff down from, you know, his teacher Alfred, but he hasn't traveled the world. He hasn't done the necessary Batman stuff. And as an expert, this just really, gnaws at me. It's like, no, you nailed it, Gotham, when you had Batman appear in Bruce's nightmares, and you gave him that really dark, melodic voice. Case in point, Bruce Wayne is taken by Alfred to Crime Alley, and Bruce is all like, "Why did you take me here? This is where my parents were killed." And Batman's like, "No, this is where I was born." It's like, oh, chills. Yes, yes, Gotham. Okay, you're getting it. You can do a Batman show. That scene proves you can do a dark, gritty Batman show. But why? You're going to give me teen Batman? You're going to give me Robin? I mean, Bruce Wayne was Robin in, like, one alliteration of the character, going back to the Bronze Age, the 1970s. But, no, I have nothing against the actor who plays Bruce Wayne either. I think he's a really good actor, but he's too young. He's too young to become Batman. I mean, you're going to see this kid in a year, like, get all muscle and buffed up to play the Dark Knight? No, it's not going to happen. He's a scrawny kid. He's scrawnier than me. And I mean, the reason why I'm scrawny, I have like bone problems in my arms. You remember, I jumped off that deck when I was a little kid to get my Michael Jordan basketball, which was awesome. And I leaped off, and my arms broke horribly, and they never, like, I had bones sticking out of my arms. It was gross. It's gross. I was like 8. And ever since then, my arms have never been able to grow to the proper man size for a 36-year-old. They're just like little baby arms. It's so embarrassing. So, I mean, I'm like the same build as the Bruce Wayne character, and he's 17. I mean, that's just sad. You gotta admit, that's sad. That's, phenomenal booming voice, frail little body. That's K-Wing. But I have an awesome beard and goatee, so I mean, it makes up for it. And this does. So yeah, Gotham renewed, final season. Not gonna work without a time skip, and I can't think about it. I don't want to talk about this again. If they could prove to me that this can work, all for it, but no, I have a bad feeling about this. And I don't even like Star Wars anymore, and I'm quoting Star Wars, so I'm upset. So, moving into comic news, Tim Drake is no longer crazy psycho OMAC. I don't even know what Detective Comics was doing. It's just, it's so bad. So anyway, they were doing some really cool things with Batwoman, making her a villain, and then they copped out, and everybody's like all happy and lovey-dovey at the end. It turns out that future Bruce Wayne was dying of radiation, so Batwoman had to kill him to put him out of his misery. But it's like, I don't think people understand that she still kills Batman with a gun. I mean, that was enough to turn Tim Drake into crazy future, Young Justice Batman from the future, where he's insane, gun-toting, crazy Tim Drake. So, I mean, even though they write it like, oh, she just, she put him down, it's like, she still killed him, which caused Tim to go insane. It's like, I understand why you killed him, he was sick. It's like, yes, you euthanized Batman. It's, okay, great, awesome, woo, great job, Batwoman. Hate you. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Detective Comics now, but I think Tim and Stephanie are going to be together. But that wasn't even the biggest news this week. That news got blown out of the water by Robin being revealed in Batman Beyond. And this is spoilers, okay? If you guys don't know Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis has a brother. And the brother's name is Max. And now Max is Robin. And his suit actually looks pretty cool. You can see it on the thumbnail. He's going to be coming in this summer. Well, I mean, it is... Sorry, it is summer. It's summer. I'm sorry. It's summer. So, Terry McGinnis' brother is going to be Robin, and Terry's getting a little grumpy. Oh, not pretty grumpy, for Terry. He's had some problems. But the thing is, he didn't want his brother to become Robin. Max actually saved Terry. He broke the Damian costume out, which Damian in the Batman Beyond books, Muir Loco now, he is Ra's al Ghul, essentially. He is the leader of the League of Assassins or League of Shadows, wherever you want to go with, Ra's party of ninjas. Damian is the head of the demon, which is a little bit different, but expected from, a little kid who chops people up with his katana. I mean, that's... he grew up to be Batman for a little bit, and then he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to the whole ninja grandpa thing and try to rule the world. That's Damian. There he is. That's him. So anyway, uh, Max, the little brother who you guys remember from Batman Beyond, is now Robin, and Bruce Wayne went over Terry's head and allowed the kid to be Robin. So even though Bruce isn't Batman anymore, not currently suited up as Batman, and I don't even know how he came back from the future where Tim Drake was Batman Beyond. It got too confusing to read. I was just like, okay, it's cool that Tim Drake is Batman Beyond and Terry's dead, but where's Bruce and I thought Dick Grayson was Terry's retainer. What is going on? What's going on, DC? New 52 is stupid. DC Rebirth is where it's at. New 52 is just, let's take all our characters, de-age them, remove half of the lore involved with them, and just confuse our readers. Yay! That was the New 52. It was like a basic dog pile of crap. It was horrible. Hated it. I actually stopped reading DC for a while until the Superman books. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I read the Superman books. What is wrong with me? Batman fan reading Superman. Oh my gosh. Oh, save your throwing stones till later, because I like the Superman books until Bendis comes on, and then they're doomed. But yeah. So anyway, he is now Robin, Max is, and Terry's not happy about it. I mean, the little brother's like, I can fly, I can do all this other stuff, and you can see from the picture that the Robin suit is actually not too bad. Also, they're tributing a famous Batman cover from the Golden Age, where you can see Batman and Robin in the spotlight, like, we've been spotted. So it's kind of cool to see Max suited up as Robin. I like his personality. He's pretty similar to most of the Robins. He's got a lot of joy, excitement, and he is going to kind of balance out Terry a little bit. So I'm excited for this run. I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know how long he'll be Robin, because Terry is trying to look at this as a temporary thing, whereas Bruce is really pushing Terry to mentor his brother, and that they're perfect to work together because they're siblings. They share do they share the DNA of Bruce Wayne in the Batman Beyond comics, or is that just in the Justice League show? Because that was actually a really cool thing, that both brothers basically are Bruce Wayne's kids. That's kind of cool. But yeah, there you go. That's your comics thoughts. And I would have like a sound effect for comics, but I don't. I'm still really new to this whole radio thing again, even though I did radio years ago. But back to my DC predictions. So a lot of you guys know at E3, more or less, they're going to announce something Lego Batman related. It's all over. It's leaked. It's out there. Probably won't even be a Lego Batman game. Probably have like bad guys or something. I don't know. I haven't really... I got a very cryptic document from Warner Brothers that it's a very time-sensitive email that won't open until, May 29th? I'm supposed to do something May 29th. And it's just kind of like, okay, so I'm pretty sure it's something Lego Batman, which I love Lego Batman. I thought Lego Batman 2 was an incredible game. Lego Batman 3 was and Lego Dimensions was just kind of what? So, I mean, I'm happy that they're doing that, but at the same time, if there is no Batman game announced, I'm just like... And it doesn't count that they're bringing another Telltale Batman over to the Switch. I love the Switch. It's a great system. I enjoy playing it. But I got really triggered. It was like right before I flew down to California to do that Kingdom Hearts preview. Somebody had this massive rumor about Batman games coming to the Switch. And they used an Arkham Origins picture on YouTube. And I was just like, oh man, they got so many views, And then it's like, this is just freaking clickbait. It's not Arkham Origins collection. It's not an Arkham collection. They're just talking about Telltale, which Telltale even told me, yeah, we're bringing over Enemy Within sometime this summer. It's like, ooh, awesome. So you're going to downgrade the visuals for the Switch again. I played the first couple seasons of the Batman, like on the Switch. I haven't played it on the airplane. Didn't look as good as the PS4, but it kept me busy because, the pilot didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was going to start, doing, loops like Helen in The Incredibles, trying to avoid missile fire or something. It was a horrible flight. I'm never flying again. I don't care if Warner Brothers can send a train that I can live on for, a week. I'm not flying. I hate flying. They could send like the Batwing or something. I hate flying. It's so horrible. But yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't. I know that there are games in development for Batman and Superman. I'm pretty confident in that, but I don't think they're going to be announced this year because of the dumpster fire that was Justice League. I think DC is going to be very careful with the things that they promote. And if they do anything Batman or Superman game related, it'd just be mobile. And mobile is actually really coming into its own. No, I'm not just saying that because I'm sponsored by mobile companies. I mean, there's some mobile games that I'm not sponsored by that I happen to like playing. There's this really cool Chinese game that just came out. It's actually, I mean, it looks graphically amazing. It plays not too bad, aside from the touch control. So, I mean, mobile games are really evolving, which I made fun of it back with Nick Huggett on game nights, and John and myself made fun of it on the Game Station podcast because we saw mobile games as like a cash out. It was a joke. Just like he saw Let's Plays as a joke. Less that, man. Except I sold out. I became a Let's Player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Internet. Good times. So yeah, Lego-based game, DC characters, very likely because of the leak. I will have more information on May 29th, the same day that Street Fighter comes out, so I'll be very busy with that. And yeah, it's probably something to do with DC bad guys if I'm a betting man. And the M-rated game, you guys feel free to speculate. I don't know what that could be. The last M-rated game was Arkham Knight. So, not saying that, you know, a Batman or Superman game can't be M-rated. They'll do... I know! Zack Snyder presents Superman the video game, breaking necks and hearts, along with destroying half the world. Injustice Superman Incarnate, where you can destroy buildings in a single pound. Oh, I don't know. I would be happy. If I'm wrong, cool. I would be so happy. But that's my DC predictions. A Lego Batman game, no Superman, no Batman, no Justice League, just zombies. Put me down for E3 bingo. DC and Warner Brothers are going to announce like some type of zombie Lord of the Rings game or something. I don't know. Or what about, oh my gosh, M-rated He-Man. There you go. No. Yeah, because I'm going with that. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, M-rated because he's in DC now or something. I don't even know how they did that, but yeah. Or Thundercats, the game, based on the reception for Thundercats Roar. I don't want to talk about it. Please don't make me talk about it, because I don't want to. I can't. I can't do it. So, there's a juicy rumor for back to television. There is a Batman cartoon that will probably be debuting in 2019. Now, word is very limited on this because everybody's focusing on Young Justice coming to the DC TV app this year. But there are a lot of murmurings in the industry about a new Batman cartoon because it's been a while since, what was the name of that show? Batman, oh gosh. Oh, brain fart. Crap, what was the name of that show? Beware the Batman. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Beware the Batman wasn't bad. It was a CGI show. According to what I can say about it, because, I mean, I haven't signed anything, so, I mean, this is kind of Warner Brothers' fault for, you know, not having me sign anything. All I know is that it's animated, it's in development, and probably see it, like, they're saying projected 2019, but I would guess, like, 2020, 2021, something like that, because, remember, when they announced Beware the Batman, it was 2 years before it came out after the supposed leak that they were making a CGI show based on the Green Lantern thing. And we knew about it because the Green Lantern series was really good. No idea what the show will be about. No clue. I hope that it'll involve the Bat Family because a lot of companies seem to shy away from the Bat Family. And Detective Comics, aside from what they did to Tim Drake, it was a very family book. Very, very family, you know? So they could do that. Just don't make it like Batman Bad Blood and we're good. All right, so enough of the Bat talk. It's time to move over to the games that we are now playing. And I actually have a lot of games to share with you guys. So next segment, now playing. Oh, wow, that never gets old. All right, so we're kicking things off with an amazing game, which some of you may have seen me played, called Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. And let me just tell you, It is Castlevania 2018 Reborn. I mean, the game is phenomenal. If you guys have played Castlevania 3, I cannot say enough good things about this game. The difference between this and CV3 is, while you could play as other characters, Curse of the Moon allows you to switch between 4 characters at the press of the L and R buttons if you're playing on the Switch. So, on the fly, you want to play as an Alucard clone, which she throws bats at people, you can do it. You can play as a Belmont girl type character with demon horns. She's got a whip and really cool, like, side weapons. And then you have Alfred the Alchemist, which is the worst character in the game, but he has this really amazing shield that makes him so meta, and he can literally stand up to, like, these little giant, like, dragon things and not take any damage as long as his shield's going. He has the weakest health in the game, and if you don't have magic, he's toast. And then you have Zangetsu, which is like this wandering samurai that has like this cursed samurai sword that's able to slay demons, and he throws talismans like that girl in Sailor Moon, Rei, I think her name was. It's a really great game. It's only $9 on the Nintendo eShop. It's available on PlayStation Network, Xbox One, and Steam, and I highly suggest that you guys download it. I'm still playing through the game with Amber right now, and we love every minute of it. Even though it is really a full-blown tribute to Castlevania 3, the game is fantastic. I love playing it. I am playing it on the easiest difficulty because I tried to play retro mode. I got stomped, like, bad. The game, it just... if you play it how Iga wants you to play it, you will get destroyed. But it's so good. The music is fantastic. It's done by the lady who did Symphony of the Night and Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. I believe she also did Castlevania 64 and some of the other games. It is not the original Castlevania composer. This is the one that works closely with a lot of indie developers, but her score is fantastic. And of course, this is a prequel or prologue game to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I think it's called, that comes out later this year, which I got to play at New York Comic Con last year, and it's just an astounding game. I mean, a lot of you guys know I love Castlevania, and there's been a real lack of this style game in the industry, and I mean, Indie Creates for just a $10 game has really stepped it up. It's so much fun, and I thought about showing gameplay for it right now, but my system will probably crash, but it's so cool. I love it. So we have like 2 or 3 more episodes of that series, and then it's done. And if you guys want to see a live stream on this channel, let me know, because I will totally do that. And yeah, I love it. It's a fantastic game, and I can't say enough good things about it. Moving on, now, the other game that I'm playing is no secret either. It is The Incredibles, which is awesome game to hype up, of course, Disney Pixar's newest film, which comes out on June 15th, The Incredibles 2. And Amber and I already played The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer game, which was supposed to be the original sequel to, you know, Bird's script and stuff like that. What makes the Incredibles video game so interesting, it was a collaboration between not just Disney Interactive Studios, but also Pixar, worked hand in hand with THQ to create the game. And it was in development as the movie was being developed. So when the game released in 2004, it was actually one of the better looking GameCube games on the market. It didn't look so good on PS2, but it looked pretty good on Xbox too. Xbox and GameCube, the game was fantastic. But the gameplay, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard. To my knowledge, I've never beaten it. So this is a new experience for me doing a Let's Play of it, because we're near the end of the game right now, and I know that the final boss is just going to wreck me. I've never been able to beat it because it's that giant robot thing. And let me tell you, like, Mr. Incredible, he made it look easy in the movie fighting this thing, because that thing is just nuts. It's insane, and I hate it. I hate it so much. So, I've had to cut out some rage. In the forest, it took me about 2 hours to beat the thing. I mean, this game does not hold your hand. I mean, it's back where games were just kind of like, you know, all right, cool, this is 3D visuals and all this other stuff, but we're not toning down the difficulty. And for a movie license game, it was awesome. Now, I'm contemplating doing a Retro Mondays on the Incredibles games, because I have all the footage, I have all my thoughts written out, and like the old days, like my bullet points, And I just can't stop watching the Incredibles movie. I've seen it twice now, like the old one. Just this week, I've watched it twice. Watched it when Amber and I were doing the Let's Play, and then I watched it again last night. It's a fantastic film. It's one of my favorite superhero films of all time. So well done. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm just getting like completely whooped. The music in the game is fantastic. Everything about the game, it just really stands the test of time. And if you guys can find it for the PS2, Xbox, or GameCube, I strongly suggest you pick it up. And that is, unfortunately, all I can tell you guys about our now playing section. So that is going to wrap it up for the games that I'm playing. So thanks for listening to that. Now, we're going to do things a little bit differently because I'm kind of lazy and I can't go to my Twitter. So if you guys have questions for me, I will be more than happy to answer them. Just know that I am very miffed about not being able to run ads today. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. As someone who like does this for a living, it sucks so bad. Just does. So, opening up the floor to comments, questions. Q&A is open. Hey, Danny! What's up, man? Hey, Vic. How you guys doing? I'm kind of blind, so I'm going to have to really open up the question section here. Oh, my gosh. Let's pop this open, see if I can see. I'm going to play trombone with you guys, because my eyesight is terrible. Because if I blow this up, I am not going to be able to see. And apparently we lost some people because I was dumping on Superman and some other stuff. Hey, how's it going? Can I make that bigger? Yes, I can make... Whoa, okay. All right. I'm good. Gone bowling at Disney Springs earlier. Oh, that's fun. That's cool, Vic. His name is Matt, not Max. Oh, that's probably... I got a lot of Batman Beyond fans triggered. Sorry about that. I was close. I was close. I was really close. Yes, Lego Incredibles. I will be doing that June 15th. Super excited. I'll be working with Warner Brothers and Disney on that game. So stoked. You have no idea. The last good Castlevania game you played was the second PS2 game. Lamont of Innocence? Lamont of... I thought it was Lamont of Innocence, not Lamont of Shadow. Nostalgia. For the possible new Batman cartoon, what would you love to see, characters and story? That's a good one. What would I like to see? I would like to see the Bat Family, for one. I would like to see the... I kind of would want the Grant Morrison, Dick Grayson, Robin route, because they've been doing a lot of... Thank you, Danny. I gotta focus on my question. What do I want to see in the Batman cartoon that is in development? More aspect of the Bat Family. We've had enough shows where Batman is working solo or working with, you know, other teams. I want them to focus on the relationship of the Bat Family, really explore that, because DC has been exploring that in their comic books of late, with the whole DC Rebirth is kind of really pushing the whole family narrative, with Batman getting married to Catwoman, you know, Nightwing going back to Bloodhaven, trying to patch up with old friends, the Titans, all this other stuff. DC is very family-oriented in their storytelling and how they're celebrating family, like, a lot. Would you love a Super Sons animated film? Yes, I would. I would so love that. Yes, Bat Fam stories, agree. Woo! K-Wing, are you going to stream E3 this year? Yes, I will, but it would just be me, because I will be here by myself. A lot of you guys know that Amber had to get a job because of the straits of YouTube. So she's going to be taking care of our electrical bill, working at the grocery store, and part of the internet bill. And I pay the rent still, and of course my debt to the US government. I love her. And I may have to get a job working as a consultant. Not for YouTube. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Probably something tech-wise. Do that. It'd be great if I could be like a comic consultant. I would love that job. Oh, I could do that in my sleep. I don't think Nightwing will get his own cartoon. That would be awesome, but I don't see that happening. If there's an Arkham game announced at E3, would you be hyped? I would jump up and down, Kid Flash, and I would, like, run outside in a Batman costume saying, "Batman game!" Batman game, but it's not going to happen. There's going to be a Lego game. I know that. I don't know the name of it. I don't know other than what the Walmart leaks were. I'm checking my email to make sure that Warner Brothers isn't coming after me. But yeah. New question. Do you think Tim Drake Robin getting a game at E3? No. What is your favorite Batman Telltale season? Enemy Within, even though they offed Riddler. More Batman lore is happening on June, what did I say, 6th or 3rd is the return of lore. And I'm still working on the Batman Ninja review. We're not done. How come no face cam? Because I live in a very dark house. I hate lights, and I live shrouded in darkness. I would love a long Halloween movie. I think that'd be fantastic. I would really be down for that. That'd be awesome. I really want that Superman game to be a thing, and I'm not a Superman fan. I mean, it would flesh out the DC characters in video game form, but I don't see it happening. I mean, I don't see it being announced this year. Rocksteady is considered part of the Warner Brothers video game lineup, and as far as I know, Warner Brothers only has 2 games that they're announcing at E3. So, I don't know what they are. I have a rough idea. But, we know Rocksteady's going to be there, but I think they're going to surprise a lot of people with what they're going to announce. I don't think it'll be anything DC related. I would love to be proven wrong, but I have this, like, bat sense that it's just not there. And you can blame Justice League's failure 6 months ago. Because they probably put a lot of their plans on the back burner. Because they've always been like that, actually. They canceled because the Dark Knight Rises video game didn't do as well in the theater or whatever. They canceled the video game. And I still remember Gary Oldman talking about the video game for the Dark Knight Rises. And everything was ready. I still want to see like a finished like prototype of what was happening with the game. But Warner Brothers got spooked, and reception wasn't big enough, so they canceled the game, So, I mean, they do that all the time. Yeah, there was a Dark Knight Rises video game. Gary Oldman came in to do the voices. Christian Bale was back to reprise his role. There was gliding mechanics. There was all kinds of stuff. And they canceled it, and they went in favor of, the DC Comics. I mean, that's why we got the Arkham stuff, but I mean, they cancel Batman projects all the time. There was supposed to be a Justice League action video game, not a mobile game. It's supposed to be an actual Justice League action video game that was supposed to come out right alongside the series, and it was going to be kind of like Justice League Heroes, that old like PS2 game, but they canceled it. Because I think it had to do with toy sales or something. I don't know. They made a bunch of cheap, really lame mobile games. It's terrible. I mean, I used to rag on movie games. I will let you guys know. It was great. A movie game would come out, it'd be terrible, it'd be fun. You wouldn't expect from it. But companies, they're too cowardice now. They don't really release a lot of movie tie-in games, and I miss that. I really do miss that about the industry. Yeah, movie games are dead. They just go to mobile. That's what happens to them. I know that you're Batman, K-Wing. You've never seen Batman and myself in the same room. You just can't. So, you said in one of your videos you would do a Hush lore with Arkham gameplay. It's in the docket. I'm considering it strongly. Based on your guys' support on Patreon, it should be next week when the Batman Ninja review will go up on Patreon. And you guys can unlock it for just $1. I'm liking how it's coming together. I spent a good 2 days working on that Kingdom Hearts video that went up. It got so... Oh, Square actually called me. They were like, we saw that you really made an awesome video for us, but we're wondering why nobody's watching it. And it's like, me too, Square! Me too! That was 2 days of my life. And I was jet-lagged when I edited that. So, I mean, I'll be talking about her next week, and I believe I have John Malin from Jawbreakers as a guest next week. I need to check my, because we are going to be doing developer interviews, both comic book people, video game people, in Nightcast. So I have to check my schedule, because everything got thrown off when I got flown to E3 at the last... Or, sorry. Jeez. I can't think. When I got flown to LA, excuse me, to look at the Kingdom Hearts game, everything got thrown off. I was supposed to do a whole Comicsgate miniseries, and everything's just all scattered everywhere. So, will I post lore and stuff on YouTube and not Patreon? No, lore is going to be here fine. The only things, a lot of people are getting really confused by this. Patreon is where I will be putting my movie and animated reviews because I don't make a cent here on YouTube. The Patreon video that we posted here, that took me like a day to edit, which was a lot of fun. Basically, it got content ID'd. All my animated films that I've done on this channel, even going back to just using still clips, they're all content ID'd, so I don't make a cent on them. So, with you guys supporting me over on Patreon, when I throw a video over there and leave it locked, you know, you watch it for like a month or two, you pay the $1, whatever, and then I post it on YouTube, where as soon as I publish it on YouTube, it's going to get content ID'd. Won't get a copyright strike, but kind of sucks. But that's just what's going on with Patreon. Whoa, why is YouTube system broken? Because they're not owned by Google anymore. Are the Superman rumors true? Superman game is in development. I don't think you'll see it at E3. That's all I know. I'm pretty bummed about it because I was looking forward to doing a Superman game this or next year. I think that they'll wait to announce the Superman game when they make a formal announcement of Man of Steel 2, or that Henry Cavill will be in a Wonder Woman movie or so. I don't know. I know that they're not really pushing a lot of stuff with Batman right now. Thank you for the donation, Henry. Appreciate it. So when Google dropped YouTube, their system got broken. Google didn't drop YouTube. Google got bought out by another company that's screwing both Google and YouTube over. Google now has emails that they can actually erase if they want to. Companies can send you emails that will disintegrate, which is so bizarre. I'll be talking about the Shazam movie next week and my projections and all kinds of fun stuff. I have not read the Telltale Batman comic yet. Who's in charge of YouTube? Idiots. Morons. That's who's in charge of YouTube. Oh my gosh. Shazam movie does look amazing. The lag is rather infuriating. Oh, the lag is terrible. How does one buy Google? Become a billionaire. Ask Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne to buy it. Or, I don't know, maybe ask, like, the King of England when William or Henry becomes one. Remember Fall of Cybertron? If you would want a sequel to be released, at least for another Transformers game, like that, Devastation... would I like another Transformers game, like Transformers Devastation? Heck yes. Yes, I would. I would. And I would like to see the Bay universe and the Prime universe and the G1 universe all mixed together. Why is the new content ID system bad? I talked about it earlier in the film. Early in the podcast. Basically, companies can now... What is the word I'm looking for? They will manually claim you. You have to get whitelisted permission from companies to do what you do, which is going to be impossible because I will tell you this right now. When I got whitelisted for companies, it was a one-time phone call. I paid a couple $1,000 for companies like Nintendo and Capcom, and Warner Brothers was more expensive, but then I became like a Warner Brothers content creator or whatever. Got whitelisted through that, I believe. But all these other developers, these indie developers, they're not even big enough to manually fight this claim anyway, so they're going to lose. This is going to be bad for everybody. And moving it in June, like right when people are going to be streaming E3, that sucks. That's bad. I don't know if it's the SJWs doing this on YouTube. I mean, the only people that won't be affected by this is vloggers. I mean, I will continue to do the gaming thing, and I'll do my podcast like this. I won't have any problems. The Batman game has been rebooted. Yeah, I've heard about that. Can't people fight the system? No. Nope. I threatened to drive down to YouTube's office in New York City, and they, I don't know, they won't see me. I don't even think I can get in the building, actually, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure I'm banned from the YouTube, what do they call it? YouTube Space in New York City. Yeah, I think I'm on the ban list. Luke K-Wing can't enter the building. But what's funny is probably K-Wing's Let's Plays can. How much you want to bet? How are people this stupid? How do people not know that I am that guy and this guy? It's hilarious. Do I really sound that different? Do I play it up too much for the kids over in the other channel? Is that what it is? I'm going to Twitch. I really am. I'm already talking with Twitch. I don't think I'll get a partnership, but I believe they said I'll be an affiliate, and they want me to try to upload some of my popular videos over there. And I'm also talking about to a couple sites about syndicating my videos and being paid a few dollars for 1,000 videos that I have. So I'm hoping that if I just make $1 off like the 5,000 videos I have, that'll be like $4,000 a month, which would be amazing. So then it'd just be like, I don't really care if I'm straight salary somewhere and somebody's giving me like $4,000 a month, we'll be fine. We're so close to hitting our goal on Patreon monthly. You guys are really like taking a dent out of our business operations. Thank you so much. God bless you all. You're all awesome. Love you guys. And I was just so surprised that I have people, you know, wanting to contribute to my work. Made me tear up, not gonna lie. Have you ever played Tron 2.0 on Xbox? Yes, I threw up. I did. Amber and I tried to do a Let's Play of it, and I was like, hey, what's happening, gamers? And we were 10 minutes into it, and I was just like, because it was just too much. It's like all that neon light with the doo, 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 and the flickering, like, brrrr, you know? I couldn't do it. There are certain games I can't play because it's like the strobing lights are going to give me a stroke. It's like, flash, 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 flash. It's an awesome game, but I can't play it. Nope. Do you think they should do an Arkham game for what? Nightwing, why don't you and Amber and many good YouTubers such as Markiplier... what? Go back. That's a cool comment. What? Markiplier and your friends team up to run your own version of YouTube site. I believe you all could do it. Markiplier has mentioned me because we're not friends. I have very few friends left on YouTube, if I'm being honest. I have a lot of new friends I've made. Nintendo Cade Couple, Abdallah Smash. Me and Larry go way back. Me and Guru Larry are like, we are tight mates, if that's the proper term for across the pond. We're really good friends. We're really close. Let's see, is there anybody else? Me and Showmongry are still really tight. And I'm not trying to be offensive to my friends. They're all a lot smaller channels. Me and Austin had a falling out right before he got married. I don't talk to Jesse anymore. I think I spoke to Krender like when I lived in Boston. So I don't have a mass group of YouTube friends that would really push a website like Normal Boots, if that's where you're going. I was in the discussions for Normal Boots when it first started, but they kind of voted me out because my content wasn't good enough. So it wasn't... I was told my content was too dark. Like Batman content didn't work on Normal Boots or something. And I really didn't have a Let's Play channel yet, so... Gaming with the K-Wings, just it didn't work with... If you remember all the Normal Boot stuff, it was all pretty much the same content. Like, their personalities were all pretty much the same. Would I love to start a website with YouTube friends with, like, Abdallah, Nintendo Cage, Showmongry? Heck yeah! I would even get Larry involved. Hello, everyone. Guru Larry here for... I don't know what we call ourselves, though. I don't know. But it's really costly to have a website like that. I don't think Wix.com could support something like that, and I can't really make a website. But yeah, I would totally do it. We would have about 2 to 3 years before a lot of companies would come after us copyright-wise the way they did YouTube. In the meantime, we could do like shared merch. It's a great idea. But I don't know how it would work. Oh yeah, Marvel Comics is going to be mad at me. Because I am I mean, it's no secret that I'm part of Comicsgate. Like, I'm one of the big channels that is running into this, and I have a lot of really cool interviews lined up. I talked to John Malin before I went to LA last minute. Still getting over that. I'm still kind of dizzy. It was a week ago, and it's just like, oh, am I ever going to feel better? But no, I got a great documentary I'm working on that exposes the Marvel SJWs, and, you know, it's awesome. I like the script. I like the narrative. I like the documentary style. It's kind of like in the style of, oh my gosh, do you guys remember how Nightfall should have ended, or what happened to Batman? It's kind of like that, except it's a documentary. You know, it's really cool. I like it. I like how it's going. What do I think Rocksteady is working on? Nothing DC related. It's Warner Brothers related. I know that. Probably. Well, I mean, they're a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, so. Thoughts on Pennyworth? I'm going to talk about it next week. I don't believe Marvel is cancer. I mean, it's pretty clear, just so you guys know, and I've told Malin and some of the other guys. Some of them are actually worried about me jumping into this because they think that the SJWs are going to terminate my channel. My channel's already in horrible shape. I mean, bring it on. Come at me. I taunted a certain website a couple years ago. I survived that, and no offense, but that scary website is much bigger than these SJW fools in the comic industry. I'm not scared of them at all. I was more terrified of these people at that one website showing up to my house to kill me, because they're a scary crowd, and I challenged them, which was stupid. That was dumb. If anybody had to ask me what was the stupidest thing you ever did in your career, it's when I picked a fight with a certain website that is terrifying. That's all I'm going to say. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I don't know. Maybe Henry. I don't think they can dox me. But I will tell you this, because I've already spoken to Marvel Animation and Marvel Games, which I have contracts with. And I told them, if they saw some of my tweets and they're like, hey, Luke, what are you doing? And I was like, well, you know, I really believe that this needs to be discussed in a, like, K-Wing fashion. Presenting all the facts, showing, you know, that the evidence stacks up against these loonies. And I was just like, I just want to know right now, because, you know, people are probably going to come after me or whatever. Or they're going to try. Bring it. They told me that my contracts are going to be fine. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about it. They did ask me to stop ragging on Marvel Animation a little bit. And I was like, I don't really cover Marvel Animation. So, I mean, we're good. But Marvel knows me. They know I'm a DC fanboy. They like working with me because I'm family friendly, and Amber and I, like, they're really good people. There are good people at both companies. There are some loons. The loons already hate me. Some of them actually. The true story, at New York Comic-Con, we almost got harassed by some SJW pros because of something that I said about certain characters. I believe it was Bobby the Iceman. Said something about Iceman, and these Marvel guys, or if they still work in Marvel, I don't know. I don't remember their names. But they found out that I was working with Saban over at the Power Rangers thing, and I got a tip on my phone that these guys were going to come over and harass us during our live stream. And Amber and I think, yeah, we did end up staying. We told the Power Ranger guys, and told them, like, you know, don't let these people interrupt stuff, whatever. And we went to, I'm trying to remember what booth. We went to the Boom booth. That's where we went. We were there for a while. And, you know, it turned out nothing happened. I mean, it was cool that we got heads up, but yeah, there are people that, even before this became Comicsgate, there are people in the industry that know that I'm not a fan of Marvel Comics. I don't like a lot of comic pros there, but I get along very well with Marvel Animation, Marvel, not Marvel TV. Not we don't work well together. Marvel Games, they love me. They always have. How are they able to get away with this? I don't know. They think that they have some type of power with their colored hair and their craziness, but they're insane. They really are. But there are a lot of people in the industry that are getting sick of their crap, and so, I mean, it's only a matter of time. I mean, the best way that you can fight these people is with your wallet. They've already canceled so many books. They're reshuffling their organization. Yeah, they're bringing on some bad people, but as long as you guys just keep, like, supporting things like Jawbreakers and, you know, the really good books at DC with DC Rebirth, these people will collapse under their own weight, you know? So... yeah, I was kind of bad during Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. True story, I actually thought we were going to lose our contract with Marvel Games because of our coverage was not, what are the word they used? Was not favorable. And they gave me a second chance with the mobile game, but they're not promoting my stuff. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about Marvel. There's some scary people that work there, but I think that there's scary people on the internet that actually have threatened harm against me for my political beliefs and my religious beliefs and all that other stuff. So I'm not afraid of them. I mean, these guys, you guys have seen what happens when I get angry. I can get these people to back off. I can go, if they want to get nuts, I'll get nuts. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that for the Q&A. So... are you going to play some Batman content this summer? I hope so. I hope so. I really do. Have you and Amber talked to any comic companies to begin your own series? Me write a comic book? You're kidding. No. I don't know if I could. That'd be a challenge. I don't even know what it would be about. Would I go the sci-fi route? Would I go... That's a really good question. I don't know if I could do that. I'll be talking about her next week. An opinion on Wally's Kids coming back? What? I will have to get an opinion for Wally's Kids, because I don't know. Hey, what's up, Jack? How you doing? That's a really good question. Make a comic on Nightwing comic, K-Wing. Me write a Nightwing book? I don't think I could do it with today's atmosphere. I don't think my Nightwing books would fly because I'm very apolitical. I would focus on just the superhero aspect of Nightwing, you know, and his day-to-day life, like eating cereal, talking with Babs. I would definitely put Babs and Nightwing together if I could. And I would have them get married proper, and give them a kid. I would like to see a Flying Grayson family. I want... You want to know what it is? I'm on such a high from The Incredibles and how a super family works, you know? That I would make a Nightwing book where he and Babs get married. They do the crime-fighting stuff together. They have their squabbles, their problems, but, you know, they love one another. They work together. They have a baby. You know, they get together. They get busy. They get kids. And they do their own thing, like, as lighthearted superheroes. That would be... Even if it's just a graphic novel, I would totally do that, you know? Kind of like Nightwing New Order, but not with the craziness. You know what I mean? No, I don't like Marvel Comics. It's no secret. I still won't promote their stuff, even if they pay me. And I've been offered sponsorship for Marvel Comics. Back during Disney Infinity, I said no. And I was offered paid sponsorships to do some of the SJW books. Was starting about 2 years ago. I said no. Actually, I told them on the phone that if I did it, I'd rip up the books. So, no. I like Marvel Comics past tense. I don't like it present. Never will. Unless they really do things to shake things up, and it's going to take a while. You're going to have to vote your pocketbook, people. That's how you make this stuff go away. You are canceling books. Congratulations. Great job, but keep it up. And support the things that you like, you know? Not the things that you don't like, because without money, people can't do stuff. They got to stick with what people are going to buy, and that's the truth. They can be loud. They can stand on their soapboxes. They can do whatever they want. But without money, it's all futile. You know what I mean? But enough of Marvel. This is DC stuff. What about Nightwing and Starfire relationship? The Nightwing Starfire really... I'm not... Oh, you're making me go there. I am a Babs and Grayson fan through and through. I like Starfire and Nightwing together in a certain universe where it's not possible that Babs and Nightwing could be together, but I am not a Starfire and Grayson fan unless Batgirl doesn't exist. Then it's cool because they're cute together, but they're not as cute as Robin and Batgirl. I'm sorry. They're just not. Should Nightwing have his own solo game? Yes, but it won't happen. He's not popular enough. You want to know when Nightwing will get his own thing? Nightwing will get his own thing when there is a successful Nightwing movie. Then he will get a video game 5 years later. Guarantee it. Do I like Twilight Sparkle? I used Twilight Sparkle to raid the Smurf Kingdom, and I assassinated all the Smurfs. So me and Twilight, we haven't spoken together in some time. I heard that she is now a flying thing or something. I don't know. Good for her, but you know, I have retired my attack on nostalgia, so I will no longer be raiding villages and pillaging your childhood. That happened a long time ago. I can't believe there was fan art made of that. That was so weird. Me riding Twilight Sparkle and destroying the Smurfs. That was bizarre. Oh, internet, you make me smile sometimes. If you were writing a DC animated movie, its adaptation of a famous series of a solo issue, what comic and why? Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I'm going to steal somebody's idea. I would adapt The Long Halloween. That's what I would do. There's a resurgence of a lot of stuff with Two-Face right now. And, you know, I think it would be really good to go the route that... I would take a lot of inspiration from The Long Halloween and also take some stuff from Eckhard's performance of Two-Face for my, the guy who you know what? I would do it. I would get the guy who played Two-Face to play the voice of Two-Face in my animated film. I think he's a fantastic actor. I don't think that he got to do a lot with the role, and I think he would just kill it as Harvey Dent. You'd see more duality of the character come out. You would see how conflicted he is over the real Holiday Killer. Oh man, it would be so good. Yes, I would write a script for that, and I would send it into DC myself. I would do that. I would fly it down and be like, make the next animated movie based on this. Here's my script. Long Halloween. Boom. That's how I would do it. And please cast this guy as, you know, Two-Face, because he's awesome. He'd be great. He's a guy who has, you know, as Andrea Romano used to say, he is a great person who has a voice of character, and he would kill it as Two-Face. For Batman, for my Long Halloween Batman, Kevin Conroy. Mark Hamill would be the probably mob boss who throws the stuff at Two-Face or whatever. At least I think that happened in the Long Halloween. Or no, there was a bomb, wasn't it? I think there was an explosion. But I would want Mark Hamill involved, Kevin Conroy, Roger Craig Smith. I could see him playing a mobster too. And I would like to get Robert De Niro to play like one of the Falcones. And I would get Zachary Levi to play one of the younger mobsters. Man, you guys, my mind is just going like crazy. Oh man, this is so good. That is so awesome. But anyway, people, with all your Amber's knowledge of comics, what? I'm not dissing my wife. I'm gonna end now. Okay, I'm in trouble. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I think we should do a lore on Long Halloween first. And I think I should write it. Yeah, I'm dead now. I think I should write. Let's plan. Let's do this. Let's do K-Wing writes a Long Halloween DC animated adaptation. Have it as a radio play. Well, it's kind of radio play with sound effects like we did for how the Batgirl DLC should have ended. Do that. I'll do a readout. how I think like an animated film would work, and we'll release it on Halloween. What do you think? That sound like a cool project? I think that sounds like a cool project. I think it's not a lore. It's that would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun, actually. Oh, yep, farewell. Thanks for listening. Yeah, Long Halloween would be a lot of fun. Are you going to start up Arkham Wednesdays again? June. June. Why are there so many wrenches? This is weird. That's really weird. Long Halloween, Ryan, is really interesting. Why are there so many wrenches? What is happening? This is weird. You know what? I can't even run ads on this video, but thank you for watching, guys and gals. I'm sorry things got kind of weird. I tried to do a dedication to an old friend of mine, and YouTube like really screwed the pooch on that, and made me kind of sad. But yeah, I got nothing else to see. It was great to see my friend Danny showing up. You guys had some really cool stuff. This was the first ever live K-Wing stream thing, which, you know, worked out pretty well. And I had a blast with it. Hope you guys did too. Just trying to get our exit music. Hopefully my buddy, there he is. He's still there. He's still there. We're going to have Chris play us out because Chris is amazing, as always. Dear friend of mine. And I think it's really not justified how talented this dude is as a guitarist. He's like one of the best guys I've ever played with. And it's really a shame that nothing really came from his musical career. The guy is fantastic. So it's kind of a bummer about that. It's going to be an ad. Get rid of that ad. But that metal cover of Batman Return of the Joker was just so fire. So amazing. And yeah, that is me playing the drums if people are ever wondering. So, thanks for watching, people, listening, whatever. This has been another Nightcast audio podcast. Join us next week as we're talking Comicsgate. Whoa. Batwoman in the Arrowverse for the next crossover. And more of the games that I'm playing, along with possibly more E3 predictions. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch, like, share this video, because there's no ads on it. But anyway, God bless and happy gaming. Check out The Incredibles, which released tonight on K-Wing's Let's Plays. Fantastic series, loving it. And I just appreciate all you other guys. If you want to throw $1 my way on Patreon, give me a tip, that's awesome. If not, thank you so much for your support. See you on the next Nightcast. Peace!